Today is February 14th, 2026, which also happens to be my 21st birthday. If we haven't met, hi, my name is Armaan, and these are 20 things that life has taught me by 20. Let's start with growth. Growing up, we're taught to admire being smart. And I think that being smart is great, but if you're smart and you won't take action, then what's the point of having all the smarts? What actually gets you places is taking risks. The people who can take more risks are the ones who are more likely to move forward. Things like trying out for the basketball team, learning a new skill, applying for a job, or starting a new venture, those are all risks. And the people that we see as successful are the ones who took them. And when you take these risks, there's two ways it goes. You either succeed or you fail. Failure is necessary because that is how you learn. Almost everything that I've learned has come from either hearing it from someone else or just trying it and being wrong. So go be wrong. It's fine. When you are growing, getting physically better, mentally better, or just logically you're thinking better, it's not gonna happen in a linear line. Maybe I should go this way. It's not gonna happen linearly. It's gonna come in phases. You're gonna have seasons of growth. Maybe you just started a new grade, maybe you just started a new job, or maybe you just moved to a new place. When you take action, you're gonna have the biggest seasons of growth. And it doesn't have to be consistent, it doesn't have to be constant. It's more so about you just being present in the time of you growing. And the truth is that some periods are gonna be a lot more exciting than others, but they're all valuable nevertheless. Nothing meaningful happens inside of your comfort zone for too long. All these new things that we wanna try, they are outside of our comfort zone. You want to learn how to box, you want to learn how to play a new sport, you want to start making videos online, or maybe you want to learn how to drive a manual car, or maybe you want to try out a new style, or go to a new store. All these things are outside of our comfort zone. The more that you can get outside of your comfort zone, the more growth that you're going to experience. The biggest changes and biggest things that happened in my life all started with me exiting my comfort zone. So say yes to new things as much as you can. Throughout my life, I've moved a lot. And what I learned is that the biggest growth periods that you'll ever experience in your life is moving to a new place. Because you're starting from scratch. You know nobody, you don't know any food spots, it's a new home. The only consistent thing that you have is yourself. And being in those new places allows you to choose who you really want to be. You're going to rebuild who you are multiple times in your life. And that's totally okay. Now let's move on to time. I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned overall is that everyone is on their own timeline. Kindergarten through 12th grade, we're taught that everyone's kind of doing the same thing. We're all taking similar classes, we're all the same age, typically have similar interests, and we're growing at the same rate. I feel like we're raised with the idea that everyone is going to be on the same timeline. But the truth is, after K through 12, that shifts. Your friends are going to go different places, you're going to do different things. And not every program or every life path or every dream has the same timeline. You're not going to be doing the same thing that another 20-year-old is doing because we all have our own path, and that's okay. It's easy to get caught up comparing yourself to what everyone else is doing, but they're not on your path. Something I learned really recently is that all decisions are either a hat, a haircut, or a tattoo. A decision that's a hat, you could change the decision pretty quickly. When it's a haircut, you get your haircut and it grows back in a couple weeks. And then the tattoo, it's more permanent, but at the end of the day, you can always get tattoo removed. I think there was a lot of points where I found myself getting caught up trying to make a decision because I thought it was going to shift the whole course of my life. But the truth is, only 1% of decisions are a tattoo. You either take off the hat, grow back your hair, or learn to live with the tattoo. It's all good. No matter what you're doing in life, you are not behind. You're on your own timeline. Remember that. There's a lot of situations that I've been in that I let affect me for a long time. But a big rule that I've been carrying with me is that if it's not going to bother me in 5 months, I'm not going to spend more than 5 minutes obsessing over it. If I got a bad grade on the test, I'll feel bad for a few minutes, but then it's really not going to change the course of my life. It's okay. If I perform bad in a basketball game or I get a bad workout in, I'm going to feel it for the time, but in 5 months, I'm going to forget about it. Be mindful with your energy. Now let's move into health. Health is everything. We can work towards our dreams, we can build our dream life, but it doesn't matter if you're not healthy. I'm definitely the type of person where I don't appreciate my health until I get sick. When I get like a stuffy nose, all I can think about is when I could breathe normally. Or when I have a sore throat and I can't eat in the morning. That's when I get so thankful for having like a regular throat. Pause. I think learning to appreciate that has allowed me to appreciate life more. And without good health, everything gets harder. Something for me more recently is that I've always been injuring my ankle. My whole life, my ankle just keeps getting injured. It's gotten to the point where I'll be walking down a hill and I'll roll my ankle. And I can't run for like a couple days. I can't even jump. So I'm gonna take the step to go through physical therapy because being able to walk is like a tool I'm gonna use for the rest of my life. I don't wanna lose that. I'm gonna strengthen my feet. Motivation is the fire that's inside of you to want better and do better. And you can have all the fire that you want, but if you have no discipline, that fire is gonna go nowhere. By setting routines for yourself, setting goals, and disciplining yourself to work towards those ambitious dreams that you set, that's how you channel your motivation. Wow, I sound like a guru. No, it's like, look, when you're motivated to do something, it takes discipline to actually go do it. Motivation is the want, discipline is the action. Damn.
That's fire.
I remember exactly when I learned this. No matter what's going on in life, the only thing that you can control is you. Your actions, your perspective, and your beliefs. You can't control what other people do. You can't control the weather. You can't control the nature. You can't control how people respond to your actions. But you can control how you take it and how you carry yourself. That has gotten me through a lot of stuff. You know what? Let there be light. There you go. This one's definitely top 3. Being intentional. Like I was saying, you can't control every situation. You know that. You're gonna have arguments. You're gonna make plans that go bad. You're gonna have people who treat you wrong, or you're gonna do things that you don't necessarily want to do. Regardless of the scenario that you're going into, as long as you have good intentions, that's all that matters. You can walk away peacefully. When something doesn't go right for me, I'm able to walk away from it peacefully. No anxiety, don't stress me out, because 99% of the time, I knew that I had good intentions. Going into things with good intentions is what allows me to sleep at night. It also makes your character. Now let's go into money and career. I will die behind the idea that money comes back. Obviously, you should spend within reason, but memories and experiences are far more valuable than materialistic things. And spending X amount of money now is not even gonna make you flinch in 5 years when you think about the awesome memory that costed that money. Money will always come back. Your time, peace, energy, and experiences will not. And money spent on experiences, dude, that is always good money. You're never gonna look back and say, dang, when I was younger, I spent too much money on experiences. You're not gonna say that. You're gonna be like, wow, I lived a great life when I was younger. When it comes to school, do your best, try your best, but understand what you want. Your grades in middle school and high school and college, they don't define you. If you want to be a lawyer or a doctor, yes, you need good grades to get into good medical schools, X, Y, and Z. I think you should get good grades regardless, but experience is far more valuable. Put yourself in the position of a business owner. Are you gonna hire someone who got straight A's, or are you gonna hire someone who has experience doing exactly what you want them to do? I'm paying for the experience, you know? So do good in school, but also get work experience. If there's a path that you want to go down, do things related to the path, try it, shadow people, learn from people. That experience is gonna be far more valuable than 100% of your test. But still, do good in school. School's good. Yeah. Grades matter, but they don't define your intelligence or make or break your future. That's what I'm trying to say. When you're choosing your career, there's no one right path to go down. I'm a firm believer that you should do something that you're passionate about that can also fulfill your lifestyle. It sounds pretty enticing to go into a job that's going to pay you a lot of money so that way you can have a lot of money, but eventually you're going to get burnt out if you don't enjoy doing it. Find something that you love, get really good at it, and make that your career. We literally only get this one life. Why would you spend 20 years working something that you're not going to enjoy? Make the most of your life. And for everyone that's going to look differently, journal, do some reflecting, try different things, just figure out what floats your boat. I also understand that trying things and building your dreams requires money. My philosophy is do whatever you can do to make money, save up 6 months of your expenses, and then go all in on whatever you want to do to chase your dreams. That gives you 3 months to chase your dreams. Those 90 days are going to determine whether you like it, whether you can make money from it, and whether you can live off of it. And if after those 90 days you decide that you cannot, in the next 3 months, you will definitely be able to find another job. Now, let's say those first 90 days, you love it. You make money, you're able to sustain yourself, boom. You just chased your dreams and now it worked out. It's so simple. It's definitely hard work, but if you don't do it now, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. And if that 6 months of backing cannot support you to either take 3 months to build your dream or take 3 months and get something else that can back you again, the issue might be from within. Now let's go into people. Everyone in your life is either a lesson or a blessing. You can learn something from them, or you can experience stuff with them, or it can be both. There's no person in your life that you meet that you were not supposed to. Even if they did the worst thing to you, that was a lesson. And it's these perspectives that help you keep moving forward. When it comes to love is a little complicated, dude. I've been learning that these years. Some of the most important things to work on are emotional intelligence and communication. And everyone has different styles of that. Everyone has different experiences that shapes what they believe love is. And there's no one cookie cutter answer. I don't know how finding the love of your life or future wife works, but you know, that is something that we are continuing to learn. But what I'll live by is that it's experience that teaches. And as long as you're honest, respectful, and intentional, dude, experience and have fun. Respectfully, of course. Dating is complicated, and your partner is only the most important decision that you'll make in your life. It's okay to be picky. People say this, and I want to experience it, but when you know, you'll know. I don't know. I'll let you know about that one. Outgrowing people is normal. As we grow older, as we adapt and form into different people, you're gonna outgrow your old situation. It's like an old pair of shoes, right? You outgrow them, you get new ones, you appreciate the steps that you took in those shoes, but at the end of the day, you're gonna grow. The same thing happens with people. And although it's a little bittersweet sometimes, it's for the best. No one's gonna look out for yourself better than you will. So it's important to learn when you grow. One of the things I would have never even thought of when I was younger is your environment makes your reality. If you start hanging out with a bunch of people who can do backflips, you're gonna learn how to do a backflip. And if you choose the things and places and people that make you happy, you are gonna be happy. At now 21, I truly don't have everything figured out. I don't know if I ever will. I'm learning that no matter how old you are and no matter where you are in life, everyone's just figuring it out. I am extremely, extremely grateful for the life and opportunities and people and experiences and everything in my life. Like, I'm so blessed to be where I'm at. It's every day that I look back a couple years, and if that guy could see it, bro, I'm telling you, he'd be like, what the fuck? All this is a dream. Truly come true. If I had to say one sentence to my younger self, I would say, the only person responsible for your fate is you. Be intentional, dream bigger, and chase your desires. You got this, bro. So much can change in such little time. It's so important to take steps back, reflect, and just process things that happen. Think of your head like a laundry basket, right? Laundry's going in, laundry's going in, laundry's going in. Eventually, it's gonna get filled up and it's gonna explode. By journaling or having some sort of outlet to reflect, you are dealing with the laundry load by load. In this next year of my life, I really want to prioritize discipline. I want to dream bigger. I want to grow. I want to experience. And most importantly, I will always desire. I love that word because if you didn't know, my name Armaan means desire in Hindi. I want to keep growing. I want to keep adapting. I want to keep evolving because I feel like that's how we should approach life. Life is dope. Truly. It's only going to get better as you get older. Anyone who says otherwise ain't living right. The only thing that we cannot get back is time. So spend that shit awesomely. Thank you for spending your time with me. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Peace.